Nearly 2 million Canadian households are at high risk of flooding. Yet in a 2020 survey, only 6% knew that they lived in a flood zone, and 81% of those surveyed hadn't even looked at a community flood map. To provide context, the New Brunswick flood of 2018 caused an estimated $75 million in damage to over 12,000 properties, with an average payout to each homeowner, business, and nonprofit organization of $27,140. Those figures do not include the millions of dollars in economic loss and lasting impact on the environment and human health. The Kamino team has come up with a solution for Atlantic Canadians to reverse that trend and to make the Atlantic region an international leader and exporter of green stormwater infrastructure solutions.
Our unique solution combines education, training, and incentives to increase access to green assets to mitigate the impact of peak rainwater runoff on stormwater systems. Stem the Tide uses cloud-based software and the Internet of Things to build interactive virtual maps of the physical infrastructure called a digital twin. This emerging technology helps engineers, data scientists, and municipal staff to monitor and predict future performance of natural and built assets as they interact in complex dynamic systems. Stem the Tide 3D interactive maps turn these assets into a living lab at the local level.
Our community workshops bring together the latest science, technology, engineering, and math, along with traditional ecological knowledge, to work with nature. The Stem the Tide dashboard aligns potential green infrastructure projects with the municipal asset management lifecycle, operational and budgeting workflows. Instead of relying on regular scheduled maintenance, the digital twin system allows municipal staff to support adaptive management practices.
How do we do this? Stem the Tide leverages infrastructure as a service to generate the following practical and relevant benefits. 1. By connecting green infrastructure projects to government services, asset management teams can mitigate the impact of heavy rainstorms on stormwater systems. 2. By connecting Stem the Tide sensors to track soil moisture, air temperature, and humidity, the digital twin can issue neighborhood early warnings using predictive analytics. 3. By connecting vulnerable populations and local schools to free equipment and training, school districts can ensure that all students gain a sound understanding of water ecological STEM concepts through outdoor education. 4. By connecting multidisciplinary research teams to local priority neighborhoods, machine learning techniques can be customized to identify the likelihood of future flooding in a specific high-needs neighborhood. 5. By connecting the workshop participants to education and training certificates, municipalities can attract and retain youth and newcomers.
Can municipalities afford our solution? The real question is, how can they not afford Stem the Tide services? Post-COVID finances are tight, and municipalities face multiple challenges in adapting off-the-shelf asset management systems designed for large municipalities. Stem the Tide assures affordability by including a budget calculator, grant and tax incentives, and listings of certified tradespeople. The dashboard also tracks how well these assets perform based on municipal indicators aligned to building resilient infrastructure. The Kamino team anticipates completing a proof of concept in Phase 1 for the fall of 2024 and an enterprise solution to bring to the market following Phase 2 in the fall of 2025. The time is now to reverse the trend and stem the tide. Future generations are counting on it.